What's going on, YouTube? So today, just kind of want to do, I'm going to adjust the camera here. Get it right there. Okay. So, haven't made a video in a while on this channel. Videos I've made in the past were about vaping and beards, which I still vape, still have a beard, but it's going to be kind of more of a carpenter, you know, tool belt, you know, kind of what I carry in my bags, you know, what I carry on a day-to-day basis. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail of the tools that I got in my bags. I will tell you what they are, but I'm not going to tell you, go into detail on what I use them for. You know, there's millions of tutorials out there, you know, tool tutorials and stuff like that. But first, these are my older bags. These were my 7-bag framer from Occidental Leather, the green ones. As you can see, they got putty stains and, you know, nice and broken belt. And I love these bags. I really did. Didn't want to part with them, but I'm kind of a bigger guy. These bags are big, yeah, but I wanted something a little bit bigger, so I got these bags. These are the Heritage Fat Lip Occidental leather bags. As you can see, my old set of bags were Occidental. These are Occidental, so I like Occidental, you could say. But we'll start over here on the tool side, right here at the top. Stanley Fat Max 25 footer. If you're going to be in construction and you're going to do, you know, any type of construction, you know, if you're just at home repairing stuff, fine, get a 16 footer. You know, even a 12 footer would be fine. But if you're going to be on a crew, you're going to run your own stuff, you're going to do your own stuff, you need no less than a 25 footer. 30 footers are a little big, so I carry the Stanley Fat Max 25 footer, and it goes right here so I can get it out with my right hand. Starting from the back side of the tool bags, I have a phone holder. I can put my iPhone in it. Right here on the outside, carry my Milwaukee chalk box. Good chalk box. In these bags, they have an Oxy tool shield. And I carry random things in there. I'll carry shafts for bits. I'll carry mechanical pencils in there. Anything that can get broken or bent easy hanging in these outside pockets, I'll carry in there. Right next to those, I have 2 holsters, and I carry a 1-inch Buck Brothers chisel. I've been buying these chisels for a long time. They're great. They're just beater chisels. Right next to that, I carry a 9-in-1 screwdriver. This one's by Southwire, but it's 9-in-1, does a bunch of different stuff. 2-sided screwdriver. These 2 smaller slots, I got 2 different things. I have an apex, a long apex with a number 1 or a number 2 bit in it, and a nail set. Right in front of that, working around, I have a keel. It's my red keel. Anybody who's watching this is going to know what you use a keel for. Right next to that, I carry my DeWalt quick blade, or quick exchange utility knife. It's a good knife. It's got storage for blades in it. It's got a button here. You can release the blade if your blade gets dull and you want to put a new blade in it. You can do that rather quickly. Keep yourself going. In front of there, I carry a pair of needle nose side cutters. I do home renovations, as you can see behind me. I've got the walls demoed and the ceilings are still up. That's because the ceilings in this house are good. The walls had a bunch of drywall patches in it, and I didn't want to go through having to try to make those walls flat. So I'm just going to demo all the walls, leave the ceilings up, re-drywall it, refinish it, and it'll be nice flat walls. So that's what I use these for wiring, receptacles and stuff like that. So I guess you could say that this is on my tool side. It's what I carry in the back. But this is my stiletto T-bone 15 ounce. Now, this has been customized to me. I made this handle for this stiletto. I took it out of 4 pieces of wood. I epoxied it together, hand sanded it down, put some pins in it, and so yeah, this is my 15 ounce T-bone stiletto. It's about 6 years old. The silicone handle started to rattle, so I pulled it off and I made a new handle, and it's doing just fine. So I always carry my hammer in the back. That's just me. Some guys want to carry them in the front. That's their purpose. I carry mine in the back. That's where I know where it's at. I can get to it easy. It's there all the time. When I want to reach for it, it's there. Onto the fastener side. So right here in the front, I am left-handed. Well, I write left-handed. Everything else, I swing a hammer and all that good stuff right-handed. But for the most part, I write left-handed. I do a few other things, hold fastener and stuff with my left hand. I can write both hands, but I'm more dominant with my left. Also on here, there's a slot for a speed square. So I carry my speed square on the left hand side where I can get it out. I usually just switch hands with it. One of the few tools that I have to actually do that with, and it doesn't take up too much time. In this bigger pouch, I carry my most common fastener, what I'm going to be doing that week or that day, you know, or that month. You know, I may be framing for a month, you know, on a couple of basement jobs or reframing the inside of an entire house, you know, building dummy walls and reframing walls in because the house is just that bad. So 16 penny hand drive sinkers. These are not your commons, or these are your bright 16 penny sinkers. They're a little bit thicker, a little bit stronger nail. They are harder to drive in, but they seem to be a stronger nail than your commons. They're vinyl coated and they're a little thinner. They want to bend easier whenever you're, you know, beating them into an older piece of wood. But those go in there. Right here on the outside, this is the fastener side. Again, I'm carrying 8 penny nails for when I got to replace subfloor. When I need to tack a piece of wire up out of my way, I can do that. Let's see, what else do I use them for? Oh, when I'm laying out wall plates on a set of sawhorses, I got a bent plate. I'll bend that one end back together, tack an 8 in it, go to the other end, push it together, tack an 8 in it, and then I'll go laying out my wall, so that way I know my plates are the same, flush on each end, and then I'll lay out my walls. That way I'm not getting an 1/8 variation. That way my studs ain't an 1/8 of an inch out of plumb, because that's a pain whenever you're going to screw drywall in. If you got a guy that don't know how to lay out walls right, and you don't get his marks exactly parallel with each other, you're going to have an 1/8 or a 1/16 or sometimes even a 1/4 off, depending on his experience and his knowledge. So I always carry 8, so that way I can make sure my plates are nice and tight when I go to lay them out. That way when I set them on the floor, go to throw my studs in there, I'm good to go. Also on the back of these pouches, I have 2 slots. I carry one for a crescent wrench for when I'm doing demo, or I need to tighten a plate down on a foundation wall. Mainly I'm using this for taking vanities and sinks out, getting up underneath there to loosen those water lines up so I can get them out. That goes there. And then right next to that, I carry a cat's paw. Some guys don't carry a cat's paw. I do. It's as you can see, this room right here, this house was built in the 50s, so all this drywall was nailed up. And let me tell you that this, pulling all them nails out with even a 15-ounce hammer or a 14-ounce hammer that's super light, it's a long day at the office on the shoulder, pulling all them nails with that. So I put that away and I get this out. It's a lot smaller, and I can just, you know, work my way up a stud, going from stud to stud to stud, pulling all my nails and have them out in about 20 minutes. So that's my tool bags. I'll kind of tilt the camera down so you can kind of see my tool bag set up here. But yeah, so that's the tool side, fastener side, and then as you can see, my hammer hanging there in the back. So last little bit, because this video is getting to be 10 minutes long, is you're going to be in a trade for a while, buy a set of occidental bags or a set of expensive bags. Do yourself a favor. They're going to hold up a lot longer, they're going to last you a lot longer, and you'll be happy. So thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. Catch you guys later.